5, 4, 3, 2, 1. YouTubers and friends? Welcome to Razz Coins and Collectibles with Ed, Marvin.
Live. Oh, hey everybody, how you doing? Randy, Scotty, Tony, GoPro Unlimited, and whoever else is out there. Sorry about yesterday with the auction at 7:30. Coin Razz continued at 3 and the push to 4 today. But stuff happens. I was feeling kind of out and down yesterday. Guess it's part of getting old, I guess. I'd have music in the background, but for some reason my Windows Media Player is not working correctly. So it is what it is. And that being said, there's still 11 spots left available for this beautiful Morgan dollar. Head over to the other side to where my microscope is and all that. Malfunction there on the old snap. Donations are accepted through PayPal. The link is top of the chat, along with Cash.App. That's also up top if you want to copy and paste it. Or down in the description below. I encourage you to read the description here on the donation Razzes, along with my auction. Pardon me. I want to compare some stuff with y'all. So you could see how PCGS grades their coins and how I grade it. I could get closer up with it also, but let's head over to the PCGS website where we start off with a figure. This is about uncirculated 50. You can see there's a lot of worn areas here and on the feathers there. No real detail whatsoever, and the hair there and the highest points. Then with AU53, there's still significant wear here, but not as much. And same, the feathers in the chest area. Then I'll jump up to some because there's still now about uncirculated 58. You see more detail, the feather on the chest, and more detail on the hair and the higher points of your coin. CC, I wish, buddy, I wish. um, that's a MS60 right there. You could see significant contacts and scratches and stuff. That's is a proof MS in-state proof 60. Let's continue on. And here's a MS proof 61. Actually looks kind of satin though, but you could still see like a lot of the detailed in the feathers are visible, yes, and the hair on the high points is more detailed, but still quite a lot. A good 90% or better of the mint luster is still there. So, but tons of contact marks, tons, and nice scratch right there. Then you have MS62, which that's a little cleaner, discoloration there. Not a pretty discoloration. There's your CC, Jeff, right there. I wish this was for a Carson City, but then the donations would have to increase quite a bit. But you could still see numerous contact marks on the obverse there, over here, all over the face, along with there's good detail here on the hair on the high points, there on the breast of eagle. Here's 63, mint state 63. Oh, was it? Didn't notice. Here's a New Orleans mint. Less contact marks, some still rough on the cheeks, detailed in the hair and on the breast. Yeah, it is, Rob. How are you doing, mate? And here's the MS64. Here's where I start getting into the low spectrum of the coin I'm offering today. You could see that feathers on the chest are very well defined. Boy, that's... See if I can draw that better. Got a shaky mouse. You still have numerous contact marks on the cheek, even though all the hair is very detailed and the Liberty is bold. On the Liberty cap or on her crown, whatever lady. Like I said, that's the low spectrum that I would grade the coin that I'm offering. Here's a MS65, which could even get that far. You still have contact marks. Contact marks can be fairly common in rolls and bags because, you know, they're planing around each other. All the dental work and beading along the rim looks good. And would they call that dental work or bead? Not sure. The rim. And here's the MS66. I wouldn't say mine's like next should be 67, 60, 70 is perfect. We know it's not that. This is the highest spectrum I would go for the coin that I'm offering today. Hey, Secret Creek, how you doing? You still have contact marks? Great detail in the hair, and of course the Liberty and the Liberty cap, along with the flowers and leaves, the wheat, the rim, of course, is beautiful. The chest area of the bird, very defined. Now, I'll bring you back to find my right. Turn that off. Now, here's the coin that I'm offering. Yes, it has some contact marks. Let me lower the microscope. Get my shaky hand to not be so shaky and get it for the most part, yeah. For Jeff, or definitely for GoPro Unlimited. Personally, I like the Mexican Libertad. But for US silver dollars, like Jeff and I were talking about earlier, I prefer the Morgan too, especially over like the new walking one. Me like 'em. Yeah, see, there's a little contact mark on it. The hair is very well defined. There is slight tuning on it. The edges are well defined. You could see the eagle chest feathers are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And of course, all this is in my opinion. And I'm not a professional grader, but this is not quite as beautiful as the one I last offered, that Randy Scotty Tony got, or Indiana Gold Getting Scotty rather. But Randy, are you still here? But didn't I represent it correctly? I try and be a bit conservative on my grading. You know, I don't want to seem super over the top. You know, I try and be fair, of course, and conservative on my grading. Uh, Now, I'm gonna share my display again. Uh, so here's the MS67, and you can see there's some contact marks. This is a matted surface, some scratches, contact marks, but still, the hair is well defined, the Liberty is well defined, the edges are well defined, and that's a MS67. The breast feathers and the head of the eagle are well defined. Now we could scroll down a little, and even at a MS65, even though prices have dropped a little, you're still looking at $250 at a MS65 Plus, looking at a value of this coin at about $350. MS66, depending on the grader and how picky they are, if you send them into graded, could be valued anywhere around $775 and a 66 plus at $2450. I don't think RST is here anymore. Well, damn it, Jim. So I want to give you a good idea, even at the low spectrum, for a $10 donation. It only takes one. We have 11 spots more available. The sooner they fill up, the sooner we could roll the wheel of death and get this baby a home. But even on the low end, for a $10, $30 investment or whatever, even a $40 investment could end up being pretty good for you for a $40 donation, and then back up to 65. Just saying, just saying. Gonna check my Cash.App and PayPal. See anyone else has donated for any spots or increased their spots. Don't look. PayPal would have time. But so far on the wheel of names, we have 2 spots for Jack Frank. We have 4 spots for Randy Scotty Tony. 1 spot for Brockton Magnet Fisher and 1 spot for GoPro Unlimited with 11 more spots available. Hey, Campsite 419, how you doing? Thanks for being here and working on getting those filled up so we could get back get, get this rolling and find out who it goes to. It's a beautiful coin. Beautiful coin. On the microscope, it really brings out the discoloration more than I actually see by the naked eye. 1 second, please. No, honey, I'm live. I'm live. Of course I'm live. That's what she said. Of course I'm live. But that's pretty much what it looks like with the naked eye, but with my microscope, it changes to that. There is some slight coloration with the naked eye. Hi, She Digs. Okay, enough torchy. Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you later. Calking prospecting. Okay. Right. Kyle has 1 spot, 10 spots left available. Sorry, she digs. Sorry I missed your spot or your premiere at the very ending. Sifting and panning some road gravel in the kitchen, no less. The itch is real. That it is actually campsite. We all know a gentleman. You might know him. He is a YouTuber. Um, his name is John Wolf, with John Wolf Prospecting. And he lives in Texas, and he actually finds gold in his driveway. I'll try and do better next time she digs. I like seeing Norway and seeing things through your eyes, Lynn. Yeah, in his driveway. In his driveway. We kind of tease him and call him the driveway miner. But yeah, he has found gold. Yeah. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Gold Pro. I think like some of my roads I lived on in Washington, I could have probably did the same thing, and found gold. I've I've found gold on job sites before, like Mr. Lodak has. Um, Actually, I have a short of me driving a dump truck, where I'm like, we're moving dirt, not mining, but we're moving dirt. And in that retaining pond we were digging, about 11 feet down, go through all the silt looms and clay layers and stuff. There was a real, hey Heath, hard pan, a green hard pan, sandstone type hard pan. And right on top of that hard pan was a black layer, probably about 4 inches. I wish I had buckets with me, but I got a small 1 gallon bucket, with a pipe lube bucket, I think, that was been cleaned out. And one of the equipment operators gave me. Um, and I filled that up and panned it out. Amazingly, not as many black sands and like magnetite that I was expecting. There were quite a few garnet sands, and the black sands weren't magnetic. Um, the majority of the black sands were magnetic. And out of that 1 gallon, I had 80, 90 colors when I panned it out. Now it's all underwater and I can't get to it. The foreman of the site crew, you know, operators that do the site work before I come in and start doing foundations and stuff and going from there. He said he has nice like sandbag full of it for campsite. The road gravel pits are near the river. Can't take from there, but the mess at the side of the road comes. I'm sure to find even just one, maybe more. Might be some nice scales. And you're in Canada, right? Campsite. I always want to think Ohio because of the 419, but a lot of garnet sand, a bit of black, mostly magnetic. I get some floating stuff, but as soon as I add dish soap, it drops and vanishes. Catch one. Yeah, I could see it. Right. That's right. Right, as you see, Kyle, I have you added to the list. Um, 10 more spots. Every spot's a $10 donation. Um, and you've seen the beautiful Morgan dollar. I went over uh, PCGS's guidelines and what they show for their grades. Conservative, I MS64 on the very low end, probably MS64 plus to MS66. And depending if you want to spend the money to have it graded or not. Again, these are my opinions, in my opinion only. I'm not a professional grader, but I do my best to do it conservatively. But yeah, I've seen that, Kyle, and he found gold too, but then again, he's in the mother lode. I found gold in also, and I'm here in Ohio, and when we have job site fences, they use sandbags to hold down the fences. Yeah, Bacchus, thank you. Um, sorry I pushed the auction back to next weekend. Um, but depending on if I've got some that were like play sand or something like you use for mortar, but even got some specks out of the mason mortar sand. Uh, but there was this one, and I believe the gravel pit was around Columbus, Ohio, towards the end moraines of the glaciers here. And it had nice, round quartz pebbles in it. And I actually got some pretty nice colors out of those bags. I still have some more out in the shed I need to go through. This winter, I'm being kind of conservative on my propane use. Um, so I haven't been out in the shed much at all. Um, if you're interested in getting in on this Morgan Dollar back this donation of $10 per spot, I conservatively, I would say MS64 plus. Um, on the top end, I would say MS66. Yeah, and it's funny. I'm always looking for. I live in the flatland of Ohio, which before it was the what it is today, it was the Black Swamp. Before it was the Black Swamp, it was Glacial Lake Maumee, and I'm on the southern shore of Glacial Lake Maumee. There's a wave plain moraine that runs through our town and across the state, or my part of the state. Um, and I'll look for sand lenses in the silt and clay layers, silt loam layers, and the clay layers when we're excavating, and I'll take samples out. 4 inches of snow ain't gonna be getting out for a while either. Pump jacks for mine. And pump jacks for you out plowing snow, Heath? Be careful when you do. Not sure what the weather's like today. I know it's cloudy and about 32 degrees outside here in my part of Ohio. Um, so I'll be working out in it tomorrow, maybe. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'll be grading for a concrete pour inside a building. Uh, we ended up pouring concrete Thursday. Did my cutting, my soft cutting. Yes, Friday. No, it's almost 50 there. Oh, heat wave. It's been kind of a mess up in winter so far, really. I think we're might be going into April with some wintry type weather. But then again, I'm not no weatherman, but I know the polar axles have shifted, and they have been going closer to Siberia. So if they're going closer to Siberia, that means our equator changes, weather pattern changes, everything changes. But that's part of the Earth's cycle. Earth is constantly changing and moving around, making gold for us, gold, silver, platinum, and other minerals. Oh, yeah, I did notice that. It's supposed to get into the teens here next week. Sounds like a rerun to me. Could very well be. All right. Well, we're 40 minutes into this. I don't want to go much over an hour. So if this needs to be continued, it will be continued, and I'll be back on tomorrow. Be after work in the evening. Um, and Tuesday, for Tuesday night Hangout Live, we'll be having Dan Hurd of Dan Hurd Prospecting joining us. He's at 1 million subscribers now. I've been watching that gentleman since '08. Brockton! Oh yeah, from our right. I hear you there, Jeff. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Echoing it a little. Well, I won't get as into it as we did over the phone, Jeff. Brockton, how you doing? Good to see you. Brockton has a spot in. Only 10 spots left, Brockton. It looks like we'll have to push it to tomorrow and see if it fills up. I'll give it about another 17 minutes or so. Looking at Google Maps in Ohio, where is the moraine east to west? Which moraine? The end moraine goes. Uh, Here, let me. I'll show you. I'll show you. I will show you where. I know I have this. I can zoom in. Share my screen. Move me over a little. Better yet, I'll take me out of there. Alright, here's the glacial map of Ohio. I live in this area over here. And that glacial lake Maumee came like this. And that's a wave plain moraine in the blue shades. You have ground moraines are the beige. You have ground moraines, dissected ground moraines, hummocky moraines, other ground moraines, and that's pre-Illinoisan, Illinoisan, Wisconsin, 14 to 24,000 years old, 130 to 300,000 years old, and older than 300,000 years old. There's been several. Yellows are outwashes. Camas and Acerks are in the pink, and those form from rivers flowing through um, under the glaciers, and then they get clogged up with cobbles and debris, and they turn the landscape into some pretty fascinating uh, mound structure. But here's a big end moraine here. The yellows are outwashes. Then it goes into Kentucky, then over into Indiana. It's not into Kentucky a lot, just around like the Fort Knox area. Wave plain ground moraine here. Here's a ground moraine. There's another uh, ridge moraine. Right there, and your rivers will dissect and go cut through them. Like the Aglaes River comes from down here, flows here, cuts through this moraine, and then up in I'm in this general area right here. Comes up and through here. So I found gold there. I found gold 5 miles out of town where I live in a creek. I have lots of videos about that place. But there's pretty much your glaciated part of the state. On me. Everything north of that is glaciated, and in this state, there's a chance of finding diamonds that come down from Canada. Thanks. Thanks, campsite. Um, Also gold and stuff that comes from down from Canada. We have no native gold that I know of in Ohio. I've heard stories about native silver mines, but I kind of uh, hard to believe. Um, Also, stories of native silver mines in Indiana, but from what I understand, that's more along like the Ohio River area, which southern border of our state is all the Ohio. We have West Virginia here and PA up here. And if you're interested on what's in your oops, interested in what's in your area, just go to DNR or the U.S. Geological Survey, and you could find um, geological maps for your area as well. Maps are a very important tool um, for any prospector. Glacial deposits of Ohio. So, hope that helped. Hey Wally, how you doing? Old silver gold claims were sometimes filed to procure the rights of an action. Yeah, I could see that. One of the largest kimberlite deposits isn't far from me. Less than 2 hours drive. Nice. Care to pull this map up for New York? Yeah, find a good one. Ooh, looking. NewYorkNature.us /ice dash page dash new dash York has some information on the Ice Age in New York. Heath, looking for a decent geological map. Map show up. And zoom it in. Oh, zoom it in. Try and find one. Let's see. All right, here's history tidbits. Is is that that's.com. Hey, I'm having a hard time actually finding a good map, but there's the glacier right there, the blues, and then you have different thicknesses. I believe those are the gold's outwashes, I would presume. This map over here shows pretty much covered the whole state of New York. And your best bets for bigger gold would be by the very end moraine. Here's your ice sheet here. The Green Mountains, that. There's Lake Albany. That must be like the Thousand Lakes right in there. Green Mountain Upland. So I would say that's probably what, Vermont. And there's the Adirondacks. Oh, gee. And here's what they call Lake Iroquois, which I'm sure that's Lake Ontario. Maybe it's Glacial Lake Iroquois. I guess the best thing to be would be search like USGS. Aquifers. Haven't had to do much homework for New York, so never prospected New York. I've driven through there, took a rest stop at the Herkimer mines. We could get into that some other time, Heath. To dive more into that some other time. That's the that blue strip next to VT is the Hudson Valley. The bottom of this lake, Long Island Sound, must have a bunch of gold in it. It could very well. Great book for the Finger Lakes region, its origins and nature. Outdoor Wally, did you do the Nugget Brain Challenge? Are you eating your gold, dude? Well, you're from New York. If I lived in New York, Wally, I'd be doing that homework too, my friend. But as you all know, I'm from the West Coast, and now I reside in Ohio, so that's where I do my research for Ohio and Indiana. Not even much up in Michigan. I gotta dig deep for info on Saskatchewan. Also, a little history was documented, mine geology info, guarded trade secrets, and poor laws, so no hobbyist can talk to. Just tougher in some places. Excellent. Well, that's if you win it, Randy, Scotty, Tony. Which, hey, kind of hard. I don't want to be biased. I want everybody to win, but I know only one of you will win. And all it takes to get in there is a $10 donation through PayPal or Cash.App. There's information down in the description or up above in the chat. Right now, like we're sitting where we're sitting. We have 10 spots left available. I'm looking at my PayPal. Still 10 spots available. As it sits right now, Jack Frank has 2. Randy Scotty Tony, otherwise known as Top Notch or Indiana Gold Getter Scotty, has 4. Brockton Magnet Fisher has 1. GoPro Unlimited have 1. Kyle King Prospecting has 1 spot. Hey, Miss Laurel, how are you? JP Lonzimore, how's it going? Good to see you, Miss Laurel. Well, you need some rest, Randy. Don't want to burn yourself out, dude. Work to live, not live to work. Work to live, not live to work. So, I'll be going on for about another 5-10 minutes. And then I'm gonna continue this donation Razz into tomorrow. Outdoor with Wally as the spot. Get him on the board. Nine spots left available. Both of you on the Google spreadsheet list. Both of you are on the wheel of names. Alright, 9 spots left available, or actually 10 spots left. Wait, 1, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 10 spots left available. So, filling up. Gold here just hate the Keen's Law, but never know, right? I saw it, Wally. Petition the law, Miss Laurel. All of you prospectors, petition the law. Talk to your state lawmakers and see if you can get it overturned. Good to see ya. Judy says I look like a hood when I'm wearing my hoodie. Been a bit, yeah, it has. Hope all is well, JP, with you and Mrs. JP and the Bulldogs. All right, Heath, probably missed you. I get like this in the winter. winter. Someday I'd say, nope, not going out, but rarely few days out the year. I try to work Monday through Sunday in summer. Oh, yeah, true. I can understand that. I can understand that, Wally. It's getting to the point where almost in all states, you almost have to be commando, guerrilla tactics as it is. Really? uh, dumb, stupid laws. Well, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Getting close to 5 o'clock. Dinner's ready. I told Judy I'm streaming, and she goes, "Of course you." I could have swore I told her. But this Morgan dollar's up for grab. As soon as we fill up all the spots, I'll be back tomorrow with a continuation of this. And not sure when. I get off work, home from work around anywhere from 4 to 5. So it'd be around 7-ish, maybe 8. But I'd hate to bite into any of my friends' time. I know it's hard to do. Because I know a lot of people are doing the live show now. You can always catch JP Lanzamore on Saturdays at 9 p.m. for JP's Bar. Then there's the afternoon with Hanover Game with Guido on Sunday afternoon here on the East Coast. Then Mondays we have Brewers Prospecting. I need to get a list of all the lives of the Flash fam and the Bar fam, the Brew crew, and all of our friends. And that way I could list them all off. No late and no worries about on time like I was with She Digs video, Orlando. And it is good to see you, Miss Laurel. And yeah, say hi to Kevin. And also the young man, too. Can't forget your son. But I need to go eat and take care of stuff. We'll see you tomorrow evening before the Brew Crew and Brewers Prospecting live stream. Until next time, I hope you all have a flash in your pan, and I hope one day too I'll meet you on the river. You too, T-Rep, Go Getter, Orlando, Miss Laurel, JP, GoPro Unlimited, Campsite, Wally, Kyle, all of you. Randy, Scotty, Tony, thank you. Till then, I'm out of here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.